Why do women seem to respond to your pain more than your peace? Why does it feel like suffering earns you more respect than ease ever could? These questions disturb the comfortable, but they point to a truth philosophers have warned about for centuries, chief among them, Arthur Schopenhauer. In his infamous essay on women, and throughout his writings, he outlined a brutal, unfiltered view of the male-female dynamic, one that, while controversial, resonates deeply with the quiet suffering of countless modern men. Schopenhauer believed that suffering is not an unfortunate side effect of life. It is the default, the crucible through which men are forged. In his worldview, a man's growth comes not through comfort, but through hardship. And while many chase peace, validation, and softness from women, Schopenhauer argued that women are not drawn to ease. They are drawn to strength, and strength is born from struggle. The average man today is confused. He believes if he's kind enough, soft enough, emotionally available enough, he will be chosen. But often he's not. Instead, the men who have suffered, who carry darkness, who walk with silent scars, these men are watched, studied, desired. Why? Because there is something powerful about a man who has endured and has not broken. And in Schopenhauer's cold philosophy, that endurance is the root of masculine worth. This is not to say women enjoy male suffering in a sadistic way. It's more complex than that. Schopenhauer believed that women are biologically wired to seek out strength, even if that strength comes with aloofness, emotional distance, or stoicism. To them, a man's value is not in how openly he suffers, but how well he carries it, how composed he remains in chaos, how unmoved he is in pain. That is the test. That is the measure. So, a man who bleeds emotionally, who seeks rescue from his partner, often finds himself discarded, not because he is weak inherently, but because he is perceived as unfinished, as not yet formed. Schopenhauer wrote that women are instinctively drawn to men who display completeness, even if that completeness is wrapped in silence or in shadows. The suffering man who transforms pain into presence becomes magnetic, not because of what he says, but because of what he's endured. In Schopenhauer's philosophy, women are deeply practical. Their love, though genuine, is rarely unconditional. It is selective, strategic, survival-driven. A woman chooses based on what strengthens her and her offspring. The man who suffers and survives proves his genes, his resilience, his value. He becomes not just a partner, but a provider, not in the material sense, but in the existential one. His energy protects, his silence speaks. This challenges everything men are taught today. Modern narratives say express more, cry more, open up more. But many men find that when they do, they are met with discomfort, even disinterest. And they don't understand why. Schopenhauer would say, it's not because women are heartless, it's because they are tuned to strength. Not words, not confessions, strength. So what does this mean for you? It means suffering is not your enemy. It's your rite of passage. The betrayals, the rejections, the financial struggles, the existential doubt. These are not signs you are failing. They are signs you are becoming. And honestly, how you carry them will define how you are seen, not just by women, but by the world. This does not mean suppress everything. It means regulate. Lead yourself through it. Build stillness inside the storm. The man who can suffer without collapsing, who can love without attaching, who can give without needing, that man is sovereign. That man is rare. There is a brutal truth women will never admit directly. They don't love pain, but they respect power. And power is almost always born from pain. They don't crave your collapse. They crave your transformation. They want to see what the fire made of you. And if it forged something unmoved, something disciplined, something calm, you will be felt, without words, without effort. So embrace the suffering. Sharpen in it. Let it temper you. Do not expect pity. Do not expect rescue. Instead, build a presence so steady, so focused, that your past no longer defines you. It refines you. This is not bitterness. This is clarity. The man who waits to be understood will suffer endlessly. The man who decides to understand himself will walk through hell unbothered. You are not here to be liked. You are here to become. And the suffering that tests you today may be the very force that makes you unforgettable tomorrow. This is the sovereign doctrine, where we don't complain about the storm, we become the eye of it.